Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sage. Today is episode 16 of our ongoing continual series where we talk about talents, where we do our talent discussion. And today we're going to cover Blade Shell. Blade Shell. Alright, Blade Shell at 1 of 8 has a 5% chance to deflect 100% of damage taken. At 5 of 8 there's a 9% chance to deflect it. At 6 of 8, 15%. 7 of 8, 20%, and 8 of 8, 30% chance to deflect 100% of damage taken. And when Blade Shell is active, not only will your hero who has Blade Shell be deflecting 100% of that damage, he also will be receiving 0 damage. Blade Shell will protect him from receiving any damage at all while it's active. The damage deflection from Blade Shell works on both regular attacks and skill attacks or proc attacks. Blade Shell is a passive talent, kind of like Corrode. You don't have to build up energy in order for it to activate. All you have to be doing is receiving damage, and there's a chance that this will go off. Which means the more damage your hero receives, the more likely the Blade Shell will activate. This means Blade Shell is very effective on tanks and heroes that can receive a lot of damage and not die. Heroes with damage reduction skill, heroes that have high HP, those are going to be the first consideration for Blade Shell. Now, Blade Shell's proc is very similar to Atlanticor's proc. It's going to deflect all damage from all sources. Of course, the difference is Atlanticor's proc, you have to build up energy, you have to fight in order for it to activate, whereas Blade Shell, you can be a passive target just sitting at your base and being attacked by snipers from far away, and that Blade Shell will still activate as long as you're receiving that damage and deflect all of that damage back to the source. Now, one reason why Blade Shell is not a desirable talent is because the chance to activate is low. However, keep in mind it's a passive talent, and passive talents, they activate a lot more than what the numbers suggest, than what the numbers indicate. I can say through testing and experience that 5 of 8 Blade Shell, you will see it activate multiple times during the course of a battle, and I can't even imagine what an 8 of 8 Blade Shell to do. A 30% chance to deflect, I mean, it's probably just going to be deflecting damage over and over and over again at an insane rate. But of course I can only speculate because no one is going to take their Blade Shell up to 8 of 8. I don't think anyone will, but maybe they should reconsider, because actually Blade Shell is one of those hidden talents that a lot of people sleep on. In fact, anyone who plays Mesa 4 or Lava 3 or Insane Dungeons know that a Blade Shell hero can destroy your entire team, or at least every single sniper on your team, and they are very, very, very dangerous to face. So I'm going to show you how powerful Blade Shell is, and what we're going to do is go to my altar, and I'm going to pick one of these heroes. And no, I'm not going to pick any of these heroes. I'm going to go all the way back to the end of my altar, all the way back to the end of everybody. And you see this one little guy right here with his eyes sticking out of the little trash, Marauder. That's who we're going to use, this Marauder right here. He's 7 of 10. He has 5 of 8 Blade Shell. Look at his attributes, very low attributes. And we're going to have some revive crest on him just in case he dies. But that's it. That's going to be the only thing that we have to help test this Blade Shell. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to go one-on-one with Marauder and Immortep. Immortep has one of the highest DPS in the game. In fact, he has more damage per second than Vlad Dracula. He's going to be same level as that Marauder, but he's 4 of 10 skill, but like I said, he hits a lot harder. And here are his attributes right here, a lot more than that Marauder was. So let's go one-on-one and see if that Blade Shell activates, because if it doesn't activate, this Immortep should have no problem beating that green hero Marauder, right? I mean, at least, of course, he's Immortep. I mean, even Vlad Dracula and some of the big heroes can't deal with Immortep sometimes. So let's see what happens. Alright, so let's do a test run. Let's see how well this works. So we're going to drop this Immortep in front of this blade shielded Marauder, and they're going to duke it out. Oh, look at the damage output. He's proccing, but oh my god, that Marauder just destroyed him. Just destroyed him. Alright, 2 against 1. Let's do it. Let's put in Immortep and Snowzilla against this Blade Shell Marauder. And oh my god, Immortep is proccing, but that Blade Shell activated. He came back. Marauder still is fighting. Now he's got the Snowzilla to fight, and oh my god, Marauder just completely devastated those guys. He didn't die once. That is the power of Blade Shell right there. No more test. I just wanted you to see what's up. Okay, let's just take this to another level. Let's stop playing. We're going to take this Grizzly Reaper right here. Okay, this is going to be very simple. He has 7 of 10, not 4 of 10 like Immortep, so he's up a lot higher. He has one of the highest DPS in the game. In fact, he's a lot higher than Immortep because his attack rate is so fast. He has twice as much damage as Immortep, and he has more HP, and he's also 20 levels higher than that Immortep was. Okay, so Blade Shell or not, we're going to kick some booty right now, right? Let's do it. Let's attack. Here's that Marauder right here sitting there chilling, and we're gonna put this Reaper on there, and we're gonna just destroy him. Get him, get him, get him. Do it. He's proccing. What? Yes, that's what happened. Marauder just destroyed him, and then he even destroyed the building first, so he got quicker to his proc because he used it was beautiful. You saw what happened. That Blade Shell Marauder, and he still has a lot of health left. Look at that. That Blade Shell Marauder just destroyed that Immortep, who is a lot stronger than him. And it's because this Marauder has Blade Shell. That's it. That's the only reason. If you're going against a Blade Shielded hero, even Guardian Angel won't protect you from the deflection. So I'll drop down my Reaper right here, the same Reaper I just used, and he's going to be attacking, and as you can see right here, he's still, even though he was under the power, what? Oh my god. You saw me drop Guardian Angel first. You saw Reaper attacking a lot more than this slow Marauder, and Marauder just won against a Reaper with Guardian Angel. That's leveled way higher than I'm speechless. I can't even talk. Alright, I think it's time to bring in the big guns. We're not gonna mess around anymore. We're gonna take this Ares. He's 8 of 10. He has 5 of 8 sprint, but I do have Revitalized Crest on him, okay? And I'm not gonna mess around anymore, okay? I'm sick of that Marauder. And that Blade Shell has got to go. I don't care, because look at my altar. Look at everybody here. They've been going against the Blade Shell guy, and they've been getting their butt kicked. And I'm going to end this right now, once and for all. Okay, let's attack. Okay, that Marauder is going down right now, okay? Ares will kick his butt. He's going to proc. It's going to disable Blade Shell. And that's it. And there's no way. This guy's 30 levels higher. There's no way that he can beat this Marauder. I mean, this Marauder can beat him. Okay, the proc is on, right? And what? What? That's right. Even Blade Shell, or even Ares, can't stop a Blade Shielded hero. You just saw it right here. Okay? So let's recap this. Marauder just beat heroes that were vastly superior to him, had way higher attack speed, way higher damage output, that were 30 levels higher than this guy, used magic, multiple heroes attacking him, Even Ares, who disables Blade Shell, could not beat this Marauder. So what happened? How did that happen? Well, let's start with the magic. First of all, Guardian Angel will not protect you from Blade Shielded heroes. A Blade Shell hero will still deflect damage back in your face, even if you use magic like Guardian Angel. Ares cannot stop a Blade Shielded hero, despite what everyone says in the forum, despite what you read in the wiki, or what you just saw with your own eyes. Even under Ares proc, a Blade Shell hero will still deflect 100% damage back in their face and kill them. Now, even though Marauder has one of the lowest attack speeds in the game, Blade Shell is not dependent on energy buildup, so you don't have to attack for it to activate. In fact, it's a talent that works very well on heroes that don't have a fast attack speed, because they literally don't have to do anything for it to activate. The more damage you receive, the more likely it is to go off. So if you attack a Blade Shielded hero with multiple heroes or multiple enemies, it is more likely to trigger that Blade Shell on your hero. So now, after discussing all that, we know that this Marauder literally did not have to do anything to beat those heroes. All he had to do was just take some damage and let the Blade Shell activate. Once that Blade Shell activated, all those heroes were killing themselves. The more they attacked this Marauder, the more they were killing themselves. And that's what happened. That's why he was able to beat everybody, including Ares, including multiple heroes, including heroes with magic, including heroes that were vastly superior, because of that Blade Shell. And if Marauder can become that powerful with Blade Shell, imagine if you put it on Skull Knight. Imagine it on Golem, on any other tank, even Paladin. Those are the heroes that you want to consider for Blade Shell. Imagine the power that they would have if they had Blade Shell, especially after seeing what Marauder can do with Blade Shell. Imagine what Dread Drake could do with Blade Shell. Imagine if you got the Blade Shell up to 8 of 8. Just think about it. Blade Shell is not that bad of a talent. Out of all the talents that are considered the worst talents, it's probably the best. And it gets no respect. No one uses it. No one levels it up. No one respects it. But Blade Shell is extremely, extremely powerful. But that's why I say imagine, because I don't think anyone's going to actually do it. So just imagine it. But man, I wish I could test that out. And maybe one day, if once I get all the talents I want on all my heroes, if I roll a Blade Shell, I might just put it on one of my main heroes and level it up, just to see how powerful it is on a main hero. Because I mean, I'm impressed. I was very impressed making this video. Blade Shell has kind of won me over. And before I end it, here's some things I forgot to mention. Blade Shell has no cooldown, so it's kind of like a road. If you get it up to a higher level, if you get it up to 6 of 8, 7 of 8, it's going to activate over and over and over again, as long as you're attacked, because it has no cooldown. Now once it deflects damage, it comes off your hero. It comes off. Once it deflects, it comes off. But then of course, as your hero's receiving more damage, it'll come back up. Then it deflects the damage it received, it'll come off you again. So it won't stay up longer than it takes for it to deflect the damage back. Once that happens, it comes off. However, keep in mind that with no cooldown, it could be deflecting damage over and over and over again. And as long as you have a tanky hero that stays alive in between that, then you shouldn't have any problem. And remember, every time it deflects damage, you receive no damage. Your hero does not take any damage when it reflects or deflects the damage back. Beautiful. Blade Shell will even deflect damage against a procced Atlanticor. In fact, any hero, I'm looking for my Atlanticor, any hero that has built-in deflection damage, like Destroyer and Warlock, they're going to deflect even more damage if they have Blade Shell. So it is beautiful. But if you have two Atlanticors and they're going against each other, and one when they deflect 100% damage because they both proc at the same time, However, the one that had blade shell will still be able to deflect damage against the other Atlantic core, even though the other Atlantic core has a shield up. So blade shell will work even on Atlantic core, even if he has a shield up. It's crazy how powerful blade shell is. After I did the research, I found all this stuff out. So anyway, you get a blade shell 5 of 5. Just put it on a tanky hero. Put it on someone who could take a lot of damage and not die. And that's going to be your best bet for who to place it on. Alright, so that's it for this video. We only got 6 more talents to cover, and then we are done with all the talents. And I know that these videos are coming out a lot slower than they used to. However, I'm telling you, I'm committed to finishing it up. So if it's not out next week, it'll be out a couple of days after next week, because I will finish these videos up. Blade shell is a very powerful talent, okay? I'm not saying put it on your heroes as a main talent. There are a lot of better talents out there, of course, but you won't be disappointed if you do use blade shell as a main talent, as you saw, because it will increase the survivability of your heroes by a huge amount. And if you notice, whenever you have heroes that had blade shell, you probably did use those heroes early on in your Castle Clash career when you didn't have good talents, and those blade shielded heroes, they last a lot longer than the heroes that don't have blade shell. And it's because of the damage deflection and the damage reduction that blade shell gives you, the fact that it's a passive talent, that it activates a lot, that it triggers a lot. All of that stuff has to be considered. So anyway, blade shell, that's it. It's not that bad. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You draw your own conclusions, I guess, but I showed you what it could do, and I will talk to you guys later. We're gonna be back next week with another talent video. Almost done. Peace out.